political discussion. World is changing under leadership of Mr. Donald Trump. Not America is changing. World is changing. The impact of United States, the way political and diplomatic and environment. There is something called political and diplomatic environment. Whatever America is creating now in the world, the world is changing. Anyway, list of new tariff for all the countries are being out day by day. So first day, I believe 4 days back, list of the 14 countries were out, and 10 were from Asia, and two were from Africa, and two were from Europe. Then list of 7 countries were out, and in that four were from Asia, and two uh, two were from the Africa, and one were from the Europe. Moldova was from Europe, and from Africa, Libya and Algeria, and four were from Asia, that were Iraq, and then uh, okay, Iraq, Sri Lanka, and then I believe Brunei and Philippines. So four countries. The list was out in the second list. Say out of 7 countries, in the second list, four were from Asia: Iraq, Sri Lanka, Brunei and Philippines, Algeria and Libya, and one Moldova was there. Okay, in that Philippines is the luckiest country till now, where the tariff is 20%. Otherwise, all countries have more than 20%. Then the tariff for the Canada was out, 35%. And more or less at the same time, the tariff for the Brazil was also out. Can someone expect what is the tariff rate for the Brazil? It is 50%. No one can imagine that Brazil, that is very near to America. Brazil is a country which is always from the government sector, from the people sector. It is never pro-American country, never. So Brazil, Venezuela, these are the countries which are never pro-America country, never. So in that fashion, the Brazil has been slapped with the 50% tariff. If Brazilian product enter into America, so if I add all, then 14 plus 7, that will come to 21 countries. And then Canada, 22nd country, and then Brazil, 23rd country. So 23 country list are out. It is a kind of saying that for Vietnam, it is unofficially it is 20%, and with the United Kingdom it is 10%. This is what is the news that is surfacing. Anyway, what is the trade between Brazil and America? When Brazil has been slapped with 50% tariff, then what is the rate between Brazil? What is the export of Brazil to America? If Brazilian product is entering into United States, then it will be it custom the custom tariff, custom taxes. It will be 50%. If Brazil product is rate is $100, then American government will ask for 50%. Means $50 you give it to me. Then only your product will enter into America. Then product will go into America at $100. Then people would buy, means at $100. Then sales taxes other, means what a company would purchase $50 he is giving to the government only. Then again sales taxes and transportation, so everything will come under $100 what it is getting from the customer. In that $100, transportation to everything. Okay, if product is entering into western side of United States, then it will cross the Panama Canal. And crossing the Panama Canal, I believe $1,000 or something, a mid-range boat has to give, ship has to give. Means what it will get. Now it has to raise the prices. If $50 is American government is taking, minimum it will raise the price of the product from $100 to $150, more than that, because percentage sales tax it has to give. Means more or less product price will go double. Means America does not want Brazilian product to enter into America. Double price no one will purchase. If someone is going to the market, or what Brazil export to United States, Brazil main export to America is crude oil. That is what Brazil export to America. Brazil also export to the America aircraft kind of aircraft parts or machinery. This is what Brazil export to America. Brazil export to America coffee. Brazil is number one exporter of the coffee in the world. Around 17% of the total export of the Brazil coffee it goes to America only. So Brazil is a American coffee. If someone is having coffee in America, probably there is a 20% chance that it will be from Brazil. Then Brazil export animal meat. What we can say more than that from here. So Brazil export animal meat, and then Brazil export the kind of timber. So Brazil export timber to America. So these are the main, but mainly it export crude oil. Why America is angry upon Brazil? Brazil is the founding member of the BRICS nation. So the tariff, there are five founding member of the BRICS nation: Brazil, South Africa, India, China, and Russia. So South Africa, I believe 30% around tax has been slapped on the South Africa also, and 50% tax has been slapped on the Brazil. Only three countries are remaining now. One is India, one is China, and one is Russia. With China, it is 30% that is going on now. I believe it would sustain. China is not any other country that America would think about taking rivalry or enmity from the China. Main concept is rare earth metal. There are 70 rare earth metal, and 9 out of it the China is the largest exporter. Without like gadolinium and tritium, and there are many like that. These rare earth metal are used in making semiconductor. So semiconductor are being used in the defense sector, in the kind of in the home appliances. So in that way, consumer electronics it is called. So without this, so without China, semiconductor industry of America would shut down. So America in no position to make enmity with the China. So probably 30 and 10% is the tariff rate with the China. If product entering into America, that is 30%, and product American product entering into China is 10%. So more or less it will remain like that. With Russia, there is no concept because there is no potential, there is no trade between Russia and United States. And United States has sanctioned Russia. So in that fashion, there is no main concept is people are waiting that is tariff rate with India. Earlier 26 or 27% were declared against the tariff with the India. We will talk about it because right now it is again in the kind of negotiation kind of phase. Indian officials are going to they are going to enter they are going to United States again, the Indian official again. They went to United States some time back, and they are planning to go to United States again. So that is the concept of Indian official. So they are in a mood, they are in a plan to bargain for the trade. So Indian official would go there. So we will talk about it. There is a many locha. There is a many caveat I would say, or there is a many fix there. India and United States they are in a condition that no one wants to leave other. I mean, certainly India do not want to leave United States. Okay, and United States how it does not want to go with India. This is the better sentence. United States, how it is trying that how it can go without India, but India is completely tying with United States. What are the compulsion of these two countries that we will solve anyway. Now we are in the Brazil phase. So Brazil 50% taxes. Now United States has threatened to the Brazil if you go for retaliatory taxes, means whatever Brazil is charging on the America, if it is 50%, then certainly Brazil is charging more than 50% if product is entering American product is entering into Brazil. That is for sure. I have not checked it, but 50%, then it would be more than 70-80%. One thing. Second thing is that the Brazil, if we take the case of Brazil, if Brazil export product, the number one destination for the Brazilian product is China. That is the problem. The number one place, the number one destination for the export of Brazilian product is China. I believe it would be same with the South Africa also. Means these are not only BRICS nation, they are exporter to China. South Africa, Brazil, these are exporter to China. In that fashion, they are tied with the China. Till some time back, there was a BRICS nation summit. It happened in Brazil. So America is more or less it is penalizing Brazil now. That that if you go with the China, so I have given the algorithm. The algorithm is that if any country is getting aligned with the China, then he will be first in the list. So 23 country name has come in the list. All 23 country they are more or less in aligned to the China. There is something called One Belt One Road initiative from the China. Means China is giving loan to the country. Chinese companies are doing the infrastructure development into the country. Belt Road Initiative from China. If someone sign on that, then Chinese companies are going to that country and they are making road, railway network. They are placing railway engine, railway bogies, and they are running the railway also. This much they are doing in that country. Okay, now Brazil is one of the country which was about to sign into the Belt and Road Initiative. That people they do not know. Since Chinese President Xi Jinping uh, he did not take part in the BRICS summit personally, so Brazil avoided that. Otherwise, all more or less all country in the BRICS nation, all country, more or less they are part of the Belt Road Initiative of the China, and China is becoming richer day by day. Only India is not part of the Belt and Road. Right now, Brazil is saying negative since Xi Jinping did not arrive in the Rio de Janeiro for the BRICS Nation Summit. But how long they would wait? When Chinese products are so cheap, Chinese companies are doing the development, infrastructure development in so cheap rate, then why someone would not go with it? So country by country, they are signing into BRICS nation. Now there are many countries who are awaited now. They are waiting to enter into BRICS nation. One of them is Venezuela. One of them is Kenya. These are the countries they are waiting to enter into the BRICS nation, so that directly they will get aligned to the China. They can export their product to the China at lower tariff rate. So everywhere, and China has the highest manufacturing capability in the world. Means in all way, all the country, Australia, Canada, all countries they want to get aligned with the China because they know that China, the growing China, the strength of the manufacturing China, when it grows up, then they will buy their product more and more. Whereas manufacturing capability of America is going down day by day. In that fashion, what this country would buy? Only thing this country can do is it will suck blood of that country. Means tariff rate, high tariff rate, high tariff rate, high tariff rate. Anyway, now if I talk about the export from Brazil to US, then oil is the main export from Brazil to US, crude oil. Otherwise, coffee is the export, timber is the export, and there are other export, animal meat and this kind of thing are also these are the export. Now the importer into America, they are saying that we are not going to pay you 50% or twice for the coffee and these things. You have to lower down the coffee price. Otherwise, we won't import from you. Now, Brazilian companies who are exporting coffee to the United States, they are not willing to lower the price. Now, what Brazil would do? Now, benefit doubt goes to China. The Brazilian company. They have decided now to route their product to Europe and Asia. Where Europe and Asia? I don't know about the Europe, but certainly it will come to China only. Now, what they will do? If China is lower in the tariff, then Chinese people would enjoy the Brazilian coffee at lower rate. Means everywhere, whatever Donald Trump is doing, all benefit is being sucked up by China. All benefit are being sucked up. All countries now, day by day, they are rooting to China. There is a country called Chile in Southern America, and Chile has good copper deposition. Means I believe Chile is the number one copper exporter in the world. Now, looking at that, Donald Trump has put 50% tariff on copper. More or less, I believe for child, copper would be the main export of that country. 50% tariff on that means child also went away. Anyway, this is the condition of Brazil. the kind of the trade business people in the Brazil or the business people in the ministry of Brazilian government, they are claiming that no need to rise for the rate, because Donald Trump has made it very clear. If Brazil go for retaliatory taxes, means it says that I will increase 20% tariff on the American product, then America will increase 20% tariff again on top of 50%. Now the people who are sitting in the government, they are saying there is a futile effort to talk with America now. Means now Brazil has made its complete mind now to make a diversion from America and go toward the other countries, Europe, Africa, Asia. Same Canada is doing, same Australia is doing. Only hook is tied with the India. That we will talk in detail. What is the compulsion of India to get tied with the America? See the humiliation. Indian Prime Minister was there. Okay, then no focus on him. Then Indian official went there. Indian Industry Minister Piyush Goyal went there. No focus on him. Then Indian official went there to talk on the trade deal. No much progress on that. Then Indian Foreign Minister, he wanted to sit with Donald Trump. Then he denied it. Now Indian officials are going again for, see the humiliation. What is the compulsion for India to go for this much humiliation when it is day by day it is trying to get aligned with the America? And why America is trying to get away from India, and what is the compulsion of America, whatever it is, to be with the India? That we will talk in detail. But this is how it is. The condition of Brazil, benefit of doubt goes to the China. All countries now, day by day, all countries day by day, they are going inclined to the China, and China is becoming rich to an extent that Chinese government, there is something called Chinese companies and there is called Chinese government. There is a passenger aeroplane company in China. I believe it is called COMAC, commercial aircraft manufacturing company or something like that. COMAC. That company is in Shanghai, and that company belongs to Chinese government. Whereas in America, the company who is manufacturing passenger aeroplane is Boeing, and that is private company. Airbus in European section, it Airbus, 3 4 European country, they all together they make Airbus. All are more or less privately owned company. But Comac that makes a C909, C919 very famous aeroplane they are making, that is from Chinese government. And they are still not in a phase of coming to competition of Boeing or Airbus. See how much Chinese government is pushing money into Comac now. Billions and billions of dollars. Chinese government is flowing into the Comac. Billions and billions of dollars Chinese government is flowing in the space station, Tiangong. What is benefit of a space station? Chinese government is flowing tons and tons of billions of dollars or billions of RMB. That is the better word, no, billions of yuan. The Chinese government is now flowing in the kind of Mars mission. And what is benefit of this? Nothing. Just to show the world that it is above America. That's it. It is above or in parallel to the America. In that fashion, Chinese government is spending this much money. How much rich Chinese government is, and these people they are making Chinese government rich, like South Africa, Brazil, and other African countries. If child cannot export copper to America, then it will export copper to China. One means China will become richer day by day. And what will happen to the America? People are watching it. Means this is called desperate condition. Means if you are putting 50% tax on Brazil, means you don't want Brazilian product enter into America. What will happen? The product what is entering into America, they either American people they will not be able to use high quality product, or if it is entering into America from some other sources or from Brazil itself, then it will be from very high prices. Who is suffering in America? People are suffering in America. Donald Trump is not imposing tariff on the international countries. Donald Trump is imposing tariff on American people. If it reduces the taxes, till some time back, big beautiful bill had come where Donald Trump has reduced the taxes on the people. Okay, reduction in the taxes on one side and then increase in the rate of the product that is entering into America, that is another side. Now people have to balance what they are losing and what they are gaining. Okay, so is it really beneficial that whatever the decision they made to vote for Donald Trump, is it really beneficial to them?